Hi guys, so I did some shuffling. I'm working with cedar. Grounded out, gave up. Cedar is great for purification. It's also great for establishing a connection because of us being in the spiritual realms, but at the same time being in an earthly perspective, energy doesn't always come and flow easily. So this is just allowing this energy to come through and ground that out and allow messages for me to be the conduit and give these messages to you, to whoever needs this. This is saying, first off, let's get into our reading because we have 3 cards that really wanted to come out. So some of you are questioning your faith. I kind of feel like this. Like some of you are just really questioning who you are, what you believe in. But this is also saying, like, if you're leaning towards more spiritual and you grew up in say, a Christian or an Islamic or some type of religious organization or organized faith, or even if you are spiritual and you're still questioning, like, look within yourself because information is trying to come out. So it's like if you feel like you're questioning yourself, like, it's okay to do so. I'm hearing it's okay to do so because this is how we learn. But it's not okay if you put yourself in a box and tell your like own persons, I can't do this. This religion isn't for me. This isn't for this. And it's negative self-talk because you're not seeing what is meant. So it's like things will be illuminated. Like I really see this as things will be illuminated for you. And then we have temperance in reverse. So some of you are just, and I this is why I said some of you are questioning yourself. Some are questioning your belief system or just questioning everything about you and questioning the world. And this is why, because you're out of alignment. You're just super down. You're thinking, I don't have the tools, but yet you're staying down in the dumps, basically, is what I get. And this is saying, find your balance. Let water purify you. Take a bath. Go to the river. Go sit by a waterfall. Like, wash your hands. Something. Let the energy of water, or let the water's energy heal you, is what I'm hearing. So find balance. Find peace, because you're not doing that. You're just all over the place. So then we have the Fool. So some of you are starting off on a journey and you're just kind of just questioning everything, or you feel like your path is like not illuminated enough. So just ask it. Ask your path to illuminate yourself for it. Just make sure that you find balance. Like, cleanse yourself before you start off. And like, if you feel like your path is not something you should walk, like, ask for confirmations to say, like, hey, I'm looking for this. Like, will you send me this? Blah, blah, blah. So justice. So again, you're not firm with yourself. So this is also saying that, like, things that you've long buried are going to come to light with the sun. So, like, I just want you to know that, like, things that you've buried are going to come to light sooner or later. So maybe you're not on the better side of receiving news, like justice, but you're on the flip side. So this is saying that whatever you did is going to come back to you. Kind of like the Wheel of Fortune with karma, how it's going to bite you in the butt if you did wrong on the receiving, you know what I mean? So this is saying, like, sometimes even though a matter is illuminated, justice will still prevail. Whether it's for you or for someone else, justice will prevail. So, and this is because you're out of balance, and this is, you're like questioning. So it's like, regardless of the outcome of this justice being served, like, just know, like, there is a journey. So, like, if you feel like a failure, like, learn from it. Don't keep, like, yourself down, you know? So then we have the Page of Cups. So this is, like, wildly sporadic, but it's also saying that you want something, and it's like to be or not to be. And I'm really seeing, like, Shakespeare right now. And I'm seeing that scene in Hamlet, to be or not to be, with the skull. And so this is what you're thinking, is like, maybe you're questioning yourself, you're questioning your surroundings, you're illuminating things, and you're figuring yourself out. And I really get that with the cups, is like, you're really trying to figure yourself out. So also, like, some of you feel like really disappointed and you really need to let go of certain situations. And this is saying, like, it's okay to walk away. This is all I'm hearing, is like, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to be disappointed, but it's like, don't stew in it. So it's like, just let go. Just walk away. Some of you really need to hear that, is let go and walk away. What is the situation we're looking at that we need to let go of and walk away? What is the situation? What could be the situation that we need to let go of? The Chariot. So this could be like a lifelong thing, something that you've always dreamed of. And this is just saying that you have drive and determination. And sometimes it's okay to walk away from things that no longer happen for us. You know what I mean? It's okay. So if you really wanted to believe in something and you just kept trying and trying and trying, and for whatever reason, like through all this adversity, all this failure, all this struggle, it never happened. The Chariot is saying, like, look, like, you have determination, you have strength, you have these abilities, right? But sometimes it's saying place them in other situations. So this could be a person, or just a financial situation, or a job, or family, some type of situation. I don't know who and what this resonates for, but this is saying it's okay to take a detour. It's okay to take the road less traveled. It's okay. So this is just saying being okay and letting go. So it's like, if you're determined about something, be determined about letting go. Ooh, and we have the Queen of Cups. And this is saying, like, really allow that illumination of the sun if things are illuminating for you. But this is also saying, like, allow light to touch your very, like, essence. Allow it to touch your heart. Allow it to touch your emotions. So the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing card. It's very intelligent. It's very... I get Mother Moon in this. I really do. I get Mother Moon. And this is what that is saying, is like, even in shadow, there is light. Just because the moon doesn't make its own energy, doesn't, or makes its own light, doesn't mean it doesn't reflect off the surface of the sun. And we see this. Just because, the moon has phases doesn't mean it's not full. We just don't see it. So this is what that is saying, is like, there are things that are hidden so deep that are wanting to come out. So it's like, allow them to, because you need to find your place. You need to let go of situations. So it's like, the best way to let go of a situation is to heal from it. Allow it to illuminate these areas for you, and to heal them and let them go, because holding that in is just going to hurt you even more. So thank you. Are there any more messages? So we had, out of this entire deck, when I was shuffling, there was a card that laid straight face down, and the rest of the cards were like this, and this card was laying like this up. So we have the the King of Wands, and this is saying there is such an intelligent determination that you just want to create things. So this is like your vitality. You're very driven. And I see that is, you're very driven with the Chariot, and you have to do this. You feel like you just have to do it. And it's saying, no, like, take time out, because it's like with the Queen of Cups, you have this very nurturing, but, with the King, this masculine is very, I don't want to say dominating, you know what I mean? So this is kind of the problem if you're, going through it. So like the King of Wands is just all about like vitality and creation and this fire energy. And yet it's okay to step back. You know what I mean? This is what it's saying. It's okay to step back and rethink a situation if it's not bearing. Just make sure you're in alignment. So the fact that the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups showed up is telling me that the reverse of the Temperance card, and you questioning yourself with the Hierophant, and trying to walk away and be okay and accepting of a situation to start anew. You know what I mean? And you're really like, oh, what do I do? Whatever. So this is saying that you are such a giving person, and like you enjoy giving, but at the same time, it's like you just can't give anymore. So it's like, don't give one-sided charity. Don't exasperate yourself when you know you can't give any longer. So this is saying, like, if you feel like charity, like you want to help someone heal, like, by all means, heal yourself first, because you cannot heal someone that doesn't want to be healed, is what I get in that. So both the High Priestess and the Hierophant popped up for some of you. So this is saying you have deep inner knowledge within yourself So it's like, stop looking for outside sources, because inside, all you have, this spiritual connection or this knowledge that you already have, is for you and you alone. You know what I mean? You have no reason to justify this aspect for you. So I'm going to pull some Starseed Oracle. Starseed Oracle, what messages do you have for this reading? What messages do you have for this reading? Okay. The blue flame. That says spontaneous awakening, activation, integration. So both, the High Priestess and the Hierophant are both about spiritual selves, spiritual enlightenment, spiritual institutions, knowledge, things like that. So the fact that you're waking up and you're really realizing, like, hey, like, I can't do this anymore. So it's call upon this blue flame and allow yourself to activate, because this is cellular DNA. This is spiritual DNA trying to make itself presently known. And this is lifting the veil, questioning everything. Everything unaligned must go. So the fact that we both have the High Priestess, the Hierophant, the Sun, Temperance, the Page, and the drive and determination of the Queen, and things like that, and letting go. This is just confirming that everything that you need is already within you. And yes, you are waking up, so it's okay to question. Take things with a grain of salt, but also take a grain of truth into, things. So this is what that is saying, is like, really allow yourself to open up and nurture yourself and love yourself, and walk away from any situation or any people that don't understand. If they can't accept you, then they don't need to be in your life. I know it's easier said than done, but I'm just hearing this, and it's so we have not time yet. Things are being woven. So it's like, first off, you need to activate yourself. You need to lift the veil, basically question what you think you need to question, find your footing, find your direction, and just let go of things that don't have meaning for you anymore. So it's also saying, like, you have so much to do right now with the healing process, and finding your spiritual center and your balance, that this is your first step. So it's like, once you find that, you have to wait for a little bit until the universe can just throw, your carpet out for you to start walking, if that makes any sense. The weight of the world, boundaries, let go, carry, to carry. And this is saying, like, if you feel like so much is on you, like pressure or the weight of the world, and, I use this metaphor with the tarot, with Atlas. So if anyone is familiar with Atlas, you know that Atlas did not want to take the world back from Hercules in the myth after Hercules agreed to take the world from Atlas, so Atlas could go into the garden and pick one of the apples of discord for Hercules to complete one of his 12 tasks. And Hercules had to trick Atlas back into taking the world. And so Atlas felt like a reprieve. And it's saying, like, you're making boundaries and you're making obstacles. So, like, what you're facing right now will be lifted. You just got to give it time. And you really, you need to clear your plate from situations and people, and wash your hands and be done with the situation. So I really get this. Is like, don't make, obstacles for yourself explaining what you need from people who don't care. Like, they just don't care. They're ignorant. And then, right, we have this, right? And it's just like, this drive and determination, and with the Chariot, like, this is going to get you, you know what I mean? All this knowledge is already within you. So this Chariot is really like, okay, like, let's go, you know what I mean? We have the determination to make it. So it's like, use your intuition and let's go, follow it. It says, you're on the right path. It says, my prayer, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me a loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and fulfilling me with courage and confidence to make a healthy life changes. Do we have any messages for those who are walking away from something that they wanted and it's no longer serving them? It says, this is your life's purpose. Your life's purpose is really trying to come out. So it's like, don't ever feel like you're less than something that you're not. You know what I mean? Because it's like, people will always try to put you in a box to silence you. Like, don't allow them to, because you have courage and determination and strength. So use it. It says, my prayer, Archangel Michael, You know that the details of my divine life's purpose. I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide me in my actions so that I may be taking the best steps to fulfill my manifest and or so I can. Oh my God, Archangel Michael. You know the details of my divine life purpose. I ask you to help me be aligned with my goals. Please clearly guide my actions so that I'm taking the best steps to fulfill and manifest my wonderful, meaningful career. It says, make a commitment. Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. Admit the truth and act accordingly. Appreciate the support in helping me face my grace and my acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. It says, take time making this decision. Archangel Michael, please help me stay strong and relax as I approach this situation. Remind me to detach and step back, allowing the situation to naturally unfold. Thank you for protecting me. You have blessings, and they're coming. So call in support. I'm hearing this. Call in support of your angels, your guides, just any being. And I'm taking this, and make sure you have boundaries, especially with justice. Have boundaries. Make sure that you are very clear about how and who you are calling in for support. So it's like blessings are coming for you. Thank you so much for your reading. I hope that this means anything to you or to some of you or to all of you. But peace, love, and happiness. Like,